This week on Creative Ramblings, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips on how to succeed in post-production, but really any creative industry. Cue the titles. I've been working in post-production for almost 15 years now, and recently I've been interviewing for some new positions at the company I work for, and it made me think about crystallizing all of the knowledge and thoughts I have had over how to be good in my industry into 5 hints and tips. So, without any further ado, in no particular order, actually no, that's wrong, in this particular order, these are my top 5 tips to being successful in post-production, open brackets, or any other creative industry.
One.
So you got your first job in TV. First thing you need to know is be nice, be helpful. This will get you further than anything else that anyone will teach you. All people really want in life is to know that any problems they're having are going to be fixed and not to be shouted at the same time. I've found that just being a pleasant human being and always trying to help, even if you don't know what the hell is going on and don't know how to fix a problem, will actually get you just as far. And it may even just get you out of the room to be able to go and Google the problem and fix it.
2.
The second thing is, it is better to keep your mouth shut and someone think you're stupid than open it and prove it. I'd much rather walk around with someone thinking Phil doesn't know what he's talking about than someone actually know because they've heard me say the completely wrong thing. It's better to sit in a meeting not understanding anything that is being said and just nodding like you do, and opening your mouth to try and just say something in a meeting and it become very apparent that you really have no idea what is going on. What's the old adage? Walk quietly and carry a big stick. Do not worry, not saying anything, you don't need to say anything. Just let everyone else talk, you absorb, and then if you need to interject at any point, make sure you know what the hell you're talking about before you say anything.
3.
The third handy hint that I can give you for a successful career in post-production is we all are just pressing keys on a keyboard. This is an excellent piece of advice. It's given to me in my first week. When I was a runner, I was running around frantically and I came into a suite and my shorts were coming down and I was carrying all this food and it was not going very well. And at the end of the day, when I went back to clean the suite, it was just me and the online editor in the room, and the editor sat me down and said, look, at the end of the day, all we do, all of us, are just press buttons on computers. It's just that the programs that we use are different. The thing that sets anyone apart in this industry is how you interact with other people. You might have to get 12 hours in an edit suite with a complete pain in the bottom. But if you can come out of that smiling and not killing each other, then you will do well, my friend. You will do well.
4.
If someone offers you a job starting tomorrow that you don't know how to do, then say you do know how to do and go home and learn how to do it. None of what we're doing is rocket surgery or brain science, or rocket science or brain surgery. Ow! So if someone says, hey, do you know how to use insert name of software here, and you don't, go home, go on YouTube, work out how to do the basics of it, and get it in your head. There's nothing you really can't know how to do, at least to start with one evening with Google. This literally happened to me. I sort of vaguely knew how to use Pro Tools, and my first day of the job I had been very explicit saying, yeah, I know how to use Pro Tools, and I'd maybe learned 4 or 5 of the shortcut keystrokes, and the first day of the job they said, there's a problem in Audio 1, can you go and have a look? And they were like, oh, well, Phil knows Pro Tools, so Phil can go. So me and another engineer went in, and my first day, and it was like, oh my god. And I knew the keystroke to make a new channel in Pro Tools. And the engineer I was with went, oh, that's good, you know how to do that. No one knows everything, you can't know everything. If you don't, just get out of wherever you are, find out what the answer is, and then come back.
5.
Final point, which is, do not limit yourself. This industry and I would say probably most creative industries, are so vast that you can't possibly know what it is you want to do before you have got a foot in the door. I started off as a live sound engineer way back in the day, and then moved into post, and on my first day I thought, I'm going to be a dubbing mixer. Sat in on a few dubbing sessions and was like, don't want to be a dubbing mixer, this is so boring. So I kind of spent some time working as a runner, and then found out about engineering, and then from engineering moved into post supervision, and from post supervision moved into VFX supervision, and now I'm a VFX supervisor. If you had said to me in 2004 when I left university that I was going to be a VFX supervisor, I would have told you were crazy. I wanted to be front of house sound engineer for Metallica. I would hate to be the front of house sound engineer for Metallica now. I love doing what I do. Do not limit yourself. Go in, eyes open, absorb everything, and just develop in the direction that both you and the industry wants you to go. When I started, we were still getting camera rushes in on Digibeta and HDCam SR tapes. We don't even have a deck in the post facility I work in now. So if I had wanted to be a VT engineer back in the day, I would be very, very unemployed now. There you go, my top 5 tips of being successful in post-production / VFX or a related creative industry. If you've got any questions or any of your own tips, put them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you next week.